Hi, I'm Aaron Lynn, and in this video we're going to talk about a picture framing fitting tool. This will help secure your artwork into the frame, but it'll also make it accessible later. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, this is definitely a tool that I would suggest. And so I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I've already used it a few times. I really enjoy using this. It's a really good tool. If you do go to purchase this from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any of those hobby stores, be sure to get online and use their 40% off coupon. If you're going to Hobby Lobby, for example, just Google Hobby Lobby coupon while you're there on your phone, and it should give you a code that can be scanned at the register, and it can be used on any item as long as it's not already discounted or on sale. So this tool was $50, and I was able to purchase it for a little over half the price, and I've used it multiple times and it hasn't let me down. You make sure that this metal tab is inserted deep enough into the wood, not just deep enough inward but also down. So if you insert this metal tab too far up near this top surface, when you go to bend it backwards, you could potentially splinter and pull this metal tab out. So this tool is made for 4 different types of nails or tabs, whatever you want to call them. It just spins to the appropriate setting. In the instructions it shows you how to load these and insert them. You want the triangle or sharp end pointing outward so it goes into the wood easily. Now I like to do 2 or 3 on the short sides, and I like to do 3 or 4 on longer frames. I might do 5 on this one, depending on how many tabs I have, just to help keep the artwork flat and it doesn't bow inside the frame. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have enough for 4 in each one. Okay, so you want to space them evenly apart. I'm going to insert 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do 3 on either side, or on both sides. Alright, so I'm going to pinch this, pull it forward. Now I'm applying force downward to help push this foam in as far as it'll go, and this will help with what I was saying about the depth. You want it to go as far down as you can. So when you have it where you want it, you're going to slide this stopper or this guide back. You're going to clamp the wood, and in one motion you're just going to pull this trigger. Make sure, I like to push down on the handle and on the end while I'm pulling on this handle to make sure that I'm not bending the nail as it goes in. You loosen this clamp and just pull back, and that is how you use it. You can bend it backwards and back forward to replace different arts, or different works rather. We're going to space them evenly apart. We're going to do 3 on this end. 1, 2, 3. I have the clamp loosened. I have my metal tab inserted with the correct end pointing outward. Place the handle down. Tighten the clamp slightly to where it butts up against the wood. With a moderate amount of force, not excessively. I'm just pushing down on the handle and on the end with the clamp, and I'm squeezing the handle. If it's not properly inserted or it's put into a bad spot on your wood, it will probably be loose and come right out when you pull it. So this one actually came through the top of the wood, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some pliers and pull it back out. If they're bent, I would not recommend using them again. I happen to be short-handed, so I'm going to try to flatten this out. But don't use any bent tabs on your frames, or you might damage your frame or your art. Alright, so I'm going to move slightly up. The reason why that happened is I didn't have the metal tab far enough downward into the wood, and it just slid right out the top. So good example of why you need to push down with a decent amount of force and make sure that it's deep into the wood.